You're killing me, Smalls.
We making movies, no acting in. I'm fucking Instagram action shit. UPS shipping packages. I'm smoking weed out them packages. If I ain't got a gun, I'm stabbing it. I got some leftover lean in the cabinet. I can hit your little hoe when she happy. Poke on that pussy shit like it's a top in it. We making movies, no acting in. I'm fucking Instagram action shit. UPS doing the packaging. I'm smoking good ass weed out them packages. I can't lie, 'cause I ain't capping it.
Welcome back to the DNA podcast. It's your boy D.
It's your boy Antonio. Let's get to it.
First things first, we like to give a special shout out to our new AV guy. You'll hear a lot from him because he'll be moderating our podcast going forward. Step in here. His name is Elijah Wilson, and we're interning troubled young youth.
Free labor is the best labor. Let's put it like that.
Elijah, but you can call me Frank. And that's just what I am.
My family also goes about 101 nicknames too. So,
It's a genetic thing.
yeah, he's known as Frank Mueller and in Lynchburg.
One day I want to know all the nicknames and the backstory.
But yeah, we like to give a special thanks to our former moderator and AV person. And so, yeah, this week we're going to discuss what's happening in rap music. It's kind of an NBA YoungBoy centric topic, but there's going to be a lot of music people. And so, yeah, moderator, what's our first question?
All right, y'all's first question is NBA YoungBoy being blackballed by the whole industry.
So, most people would, just to give you some backstory, since NBA YoungBoy has come back from his most recent stay in prison, it seems like nobody wants to work with him, and he's kind of been blackballed by all intents and purposes. That means that people don't want to touch him, they don't want to affiliate with him, and he's kind of a taboo in rap music. This stems mainly from his beef with Lil Durk and the passing of King Von, and so most people are siding with Durk to keep pretty much to keep him happy. It's pretty much like East Coast versus West Coast rap beef, but this is actually just rap beef. This isn't special to YoungBoy. This has happened to countless other artists,
Yeah.
being blackballed out the rap game. But YoungBoy, I think, is the most prominent because he's like in his prime, and
If you can call it that. I'm not a young boy fan, so
it's not. But like this is literally dead in his prime because
yeah.
He's out charted Drake. For some odd reason, that's an accomplishment to some people. But
I mean,
fair,
Drake kind of run the charts, so that kind of makes sense.
fair enough. But
We say what we say about Drake, but he do kind of run the game in a weird way.
true. So, how do you feel about rappers getting blackballed? And I guess how it relates to NBA.
I think getting blackballed over beef is half of the rap game is beef anyway. Just keep it above. Like that's what people do when you kind of start being irrelevant anyway.
Hell, you're being generous. Like fucking 70% of rap is beef.
Exactly.
Them aggressive lyrics are going somewhere. Mentioned to somebody.
Yeah, so like I think that's ridiculous, but being blackballed in general, I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing, in the sense of like, the music industry is a business, right? Mm-hmm. If you're bad publicity, me working with you is gonna hurt my sales, my this, my that. Then why would I go on my way to help you? If it's just a purely money thing, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Does it kind of suck for the person being blackballed? Sure, but at the same time, you might have put yourself in that situation.
I think blackballing is I don't think that you can just do it to somebody. Most of the time, it's record label based, which makes it even more, which gives independent artists more of a reason to be independent, because most rappers can work together with people they don't like because of the record labels, because we're under the same label. Y'all niggas got to
Yeah.
If you are our top two stars, y'all niggas got to be on a song together. But that kind of works in the blackball direction. If you're under our label and we don't like, you've pissed us off. You're not going to work with our top star in the same regards. And what most people don't know, rappers realize this when they go independent, the label pays for a lot of stuff. So it's like something. You want studio time with Little Baby. Well, somebody got to pay for that verse. Somebody got to pay for the studio time. We're not doing any of that.
That's a 10,000 right there.
Yeah, like we're not doing any of,
If not more for a verse.
and that's truly what being blackballed is when you're under label. But
They don't want to pay for
anything.
Yeah.
And it gets to the worst examples of like Lil Wayne when he was with Young Money or Cash Money. They're just not releasing albums for whatever reason.
Yeah.
You got whole albums completed, but they're just sitting on them. They're just there's probably, I don't know how many albums of rap has ever been released, but I promise you it's probably at least that or doubled of unreleased albums that labels are just sitting on for no reason. And so I think it's BS because it's not fan driven. It's not even really rapper driven. It's label driven. That's what true blackball really is.
Yeah.
And so that's with NBA's case because he's ran afoul with his record label too, actually. They've released a bunch of statements that we're going to talk on, but they hate that he mentions dead rappers in his raps. They hate that he's constantly dissing people. They hate that he's constantly dissing them, but he's doing it because they gave him a crappy contract. Now, it's his fault because he signed a crappy
signed that
contract.
motherfucker.
But I tell people all the time, when you're 17 and broke as hell,
Yeah.
$2 million is the world. $2 million for 5 albums? Shit, if them 5 albums flop, I still got the $2 million. But he went on to become a superstar, or at least a star. So those 5 albums. Somebody told me in a year, not even a year, I think a month or two, his YouTube numbers garnered 2 million. So that 2 million up front for the 5 albums is greatly bad.
Yeah, that's a bad deal.
Yeah, like by all standards, it was bad. But bro, you're 7 shit.
At 17, I probably would have signed that deal too. But also at 17, there should be stuff in place to protect you from those kind of things.
So true. And he's tried to go down the right route before he started beefing them. He tried to buy back his masters fully, like no deal or whatever. They are not allowing him to buy back the masters because, well, shit, you see how much money you're making on YouTube. We're not letting you just buy that shit back. So that
doesn't mean he's making all that money though.
No, that he's not. That's the point. They are. That's why I was like, no, we're not gonna let you buy it back. You see how much money your shit makes us. So that's why I think it's BS that labels. Most people don't know labels start beef too. Most of the time, that's labels. Like when a rapper look like he beefing with somebody for no reason, it's for no reason. Like. So
It's just manufacturing.
I think it's BS that this blackball happens because rap is like anything. You just it's all about momentum and keeping it going. Once your momentum dies out,
Yeah.
it's going to be very hard for you to come back. Moderator, what's our next one?
Picking sides in rap beef.
Okay, so this is more prominent nowadays. Back when we were growing up, rappers beefed all the time. Bro, I didn't pick no sides. I listened to the music. I mean, let me not lie. I did pick
I
sides.
think everybody picks sides in the rap beef.
Especially if I don't like the nigga's music.
Yeah, exactly.
That really makes the
Exactly.
difference. But I think because of social media, seeing as you can voice your opinion more, it's more evident per se.
Sure.
But Dirk versus NBA YoungBoy, that's super hot. And the fans are literally like trying to get active in a beef of that does not concern them. And active, I mean like guns and all. Bro, y'all niggas are 16. Like,
Yeah, y'all doing too much.
you're like,
That's too much. Now, I didn't know it was getting like that. I've kind of been unplugged from this beef.
somebody, so while dissing him, NLE Choppa spoke up on Vaughn because he was like, oh, it's kind of fucked up. You just did. A fan rushed him at the airport and they threw hands with each other at the airport just because he didn't like him dissing. And fans are the reason why people don't like some music, so some artists.
True.
I swear to you, like, the more that I listen to Young Boy, he can rap. Like, he can really rap. But when I hear most people, his toxic fan base is the reason why people just don't listen to him or give him a chance. I'm not saying he's the greatest rapper ever. Not even saying he's the greatest rapper right now. But when people just diminish him as, that shit trash. Really? Or did you just look at the fan base and see his... I feel the same way about Nicki Minaj, but her shit is actually trash. But the fans be pissing me the hell off.
The barbs are the worst.
Pissing me off.
For sure. Yeah, I think. So when you first posed this question to me before we recorded, I thought you were saying like, just like picking sides, like, oh, Drake over Pusha T or whatever. I didn't know these niggas were actually trying to throw hands and shoot shit up and all this other fun shit.
It's that, but
it's too much.
Even still, just online, it's like the amount of the amount of people willing to die on the hill for their favorite whatever, and go back and forth online is just like, bro, you can like what you like. Like,
yeah, I mean, all you had to do was say my opinion was trash and go about your day. That's all you had to do.
Like, and then for me, it's okay to stan stuff. That's why we got the name Stan for stuff. Like, I stan Kanye. So, like, obviously when somebody tell me Kanye suck, I'm not going to agree with it. But it's like, bro, I can't fucking go back and forth with every nigga online that does it. I mean, I guess I could, but have a life. So
I think the problem is people connect their lives to celebrities and artists and all this other fun stuff, and it's like, it's fine for that to be your idol or whatever, but at the same time, my nigga, live your life. Like, what they do does not affect you in any way. They're not gonna come save you if you got a flat tire. They're not number one, they're regular people too. They're not special, really. Like, they might have a talent that you don't have, but
bro, I'm calling out. Niggas want to live their lives through these niggas. Nah, you giving them too much credit. No, you niggas won't be like them because y'all do stupid shit like this. These niggas ain't trying to fucking live their lives through other niggas. They took their lives in their own hands, went to go make something out of themselves. And y'all niggas, damn, nut jocking these niggas. These are niggas who y'all never met, who don't know y'all's name, who is probably embarrassed with you being a fan, doing shit like this. Like, this is the reason why you ain't them. Live your life. Like, if niggas put forth all this effort that they do defending a person that they don't know or fighting over a person they don't know, hell, lives probably would be a little bit better if they put that energy into something else.
into making some fucking money.
I'm huge into rap. Like, I hate when rap beefs are just like decided by fans straight away, because you're getting like, it's so biased. Like, there's people who believe Drake killed Pusha T. By what metric? by what scale? Oh, because no bullshit. I heard this from some Drake fans. Bro was fucked up. He didn't have to mention the kid. So to me, that disqualifies Pusha T because that was fucked up. That's the most bullshit ass argument I've ever heard in rap.
Shit,
Like,
I mean, one of the greatest beats of all time was decided by a bar about a kid, Nas and Jay-Z.
yeah.
That's what decided that beef.
But like, that's how you can tell biasness shows. But like, you don't have a problem with Drake dissing that man's wife, calling him a duppy, doing this or that. But it's Drake. Drake fans make it seem like Drake can never do any wrong. Mm-hmm. Whenever you speak against him, it's bad. It's just like, that makes beef and no fun.
Yeah.
Like hell.
Especially if you're in like it's one thing is like a Cold War beef, like how little known fact, Drake and Kendrick Lamar have been beefing for like years now.
Bro, that is so little known that until you told me, like, whenever we last mentioned it, I did not know.
If you go back and listen to the music, like, once I found it out, I went back and listened to the music, and like there's a lot of subliminal shot at each other. So you don't realize.
It's hard for me only because, like, I knew he was dissing somebody. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I thought it was J. Cole for the longest time, but you know when he dropped Control, And like seemingly after that, bro, that nigga had to diss everybody because it seemed like every nigga had a problem. It seemed like every rapper under the sun had a problem with Kendrick. So it seemed like he constantly had to go. So it was like, now that you say it, and I went back and listened to some, it makes sense. It's Drake, but at the same time, this could have been for any other the niggas that was dissing Kill.
Like I know there's the one Drake bar off the top of my head that always sticks out to me. He was like, I can have all of your fans if I didn't go pop and stay in some conscious shit. That's a ball. Like, he's sending shots, and he did that song. It was on a song with The Game, and they shot it in L.A.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
I only thought because The Game was in LA, it's 100. That's what it is.
Off of 100.
Yeah. I just thought because The Game was in LA. I bet Drake stands don't even know what that shit meant. I bet they don't even know that was directed. Because it's just like, makes me lose respect for Kendrick a little bit. Just slightly.
But Kendrick's not one to be he's not a hot war kind of guy.
We don't.
He's a cold war kind of. I'm just gonna talk shit about you low key for 3 albums and you feel it.
Watching these Chicago and Florida niggas get active, I've decided if it's subliminal, that's not even a real diss. So I'm letting it be. If I gotta connect the dots on that motherfucker, that's me.
I don't know. I kind of like it when my disses are. It make me have to think.
I like that, but if y'all are really beef, so like for the fact that this has been going on for such a long time,
because it's a cold war beef. I kind of like the long ones. I like the long drawn out ones.
I like when you start mentioning niggas and they mamas. I'm skipping ahead to a topic, but bro, mentioning dead niggas, that's fair game to me. Well, once they brought that up, we escalate beef now. Like before, niggas could just beef and just talk about it and be pissed off. We mentioned it. I mentioned your dead homies. It's no more talking. It's no more
There
talking.
ain't no going back. We can't drop it. You know how Meek Mill and Drake ended up dropping a song together later. They squashed their beef or whatever.
Them niggas was soft for that.
Nah, I was just mad at it. It basically was like the Nicki is shit.
That's what made it look bad. No bullshit. It gave me support for Nicki. Like, damn. So them niggas dissed each other on wax, but then they reconciled because they don't like you. Like, what type of hating ass shit is that? And they're both your exes. That's what make it worse. They're both your exes, and they just talking shit. Yeah, you know that pussy wide open. Like,
No, the funniest part is that when Drake was beefing with Meek, Nicki was with another nigga.
I thought she was with
Nope.
Meek.
So she had just broke up with Meek and we got with another guy, and so her and Meek were beefing.
That nigga Meek went out sad.
Yeah, bro. But Drake looked like a thirsty ass nigga because you out here beefing with somebody and it's like, I mean, my guy.
That nigga Drake is just thirsty ass nigga in general. Bro, that's why I can't pick sides in beef.
mean, he invented the hot sauce trick though, so.
I'll fuck around, pick a side in the beef, and niggas disappoint me every time. Every time.
Now, decidedly, Drake did win.
Oh, he
that
crushed
beef. He
him.
crushed me. But
And I was on Meek's side for the longest. This and that. I remember most people even forgot Charged Up. Like, okay, it's a little this. That bitch ain't nothing. Meek Mill's dropped something. It's a shame. I don't even know what the shit's called.
I can't remember.
He dropped something. That shit was... No,
I listened
he
to it
dropped
one.
something first. Drake dropped Charged Up. It's like, all right, that shit sucked. The next day...
Back to back.
This nigga's coming with that heat. You really pissed that nigga off.
that's one of the few Drake songs that I bumped in my car still. Not gonna lie.
Bro, that's
Back
what
to Back is a great diss track.
What I like about Back to Back, and this is what I tell people. People always ask something. What do you mean you like real rappers? You only like rappers that kill people and sell drugs, this or that. Because what they're saying is real. Well, rappers, sometimes you still got to talk about it. You run out of stuff to rap about. That whole Back to Back, Drake was not pretending to be something he's not. He just destroyed everything Meek Mill's. That's how you rap. That's how you diss somebody. Drake didn't say, I'm going to pull up with them guns. We know you're not. They're like that. Nah, bro. Is that a girls tour? Is that a world tour? Your girls tour? I know that stung. That hurt me. When he dropped it, it was over. It was nothing Meek could do to come back. That's how you just. I'm not a Drake stan. I wanted Meek to kill him. The nigga Drake better at dissing niggas than I thought. You remember back then we thought that Drake would be a pushover in the rap beef.
I thought he was gonna fold on that one.
Oh, so when motivated, he can get a little active. And what's worse is back to back only seemed like an appetizer too. Like he wanted it to escalate.
Like
just
he
a
had
little
more
bit
fire,
more.
but Meek got quieter.
So that's why I was like, I'm not gonna hold you. Kind of disappoints me that Pusha washed him the way he did. Not that I knew Pusha was gonna win. That's Virginia finest right there. But it's for the
I
fact
forgot
that
that it's a VA nigga.
we're Virginia finest right there, and you know he's dangerous because he's in braids. And I swear to God, I seen him in Black Forces recently. that nigga been in braids and forces since he was 17, and he's 45. He's stay dangerous, my friend. But I felt like Drake could have added a little bit more, only because, damn, that story, Adion, Pusha even alluded. So I'm going to take it back layer by layer. How much dirt do you know on that nigga, bro?
Maybe that's why Drake shut the fuck up. Think about that. He was like, hey, dog.
Drake stands going to act like he was all high and mighty. Like, oh, he's above that. Yeah, above it, hell. He wasn't above it with Meek Mills, was he?
I mean, he dropped the diss track first.
No, Pusha T dropped it first.
No, I'm saying, but he dropped one too. So like,
Yeah.
he's not above it. He participated and
Yeah,
lost.
and just lost.
Let's not act like.
And I feel like that's what make rap beefs cool. Like, me and you could discuss this stuff because, like, we have no fucking horse in the race. Like, shit, well, we're just going to something. If there's a bar that went over one of ours head, bro, you got to listen. Whoop-de-whoop.
Oh.
I can't believe they said that shit.
Yeah.
But as times is changing, I will admit that there's something different from a rap war and a street war where niggas are just so happen rapping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Them niggas in Florida,
Niggas in Florida and Chicago, and it's like, I still don't think you should pick sides. And I feel like as rappers, they shouldn't expect for you to pick sides. But them lyrics do hold a lot more weight. You can't necessarily be bumping you can't bump a whole diss song from a nigga in Florida and just be like, bro, I just like the music. Nah, bro, there were so many dead niggas mentioned in there and you bumping it. So it's like, do you think there's a line with that, or?
I don't know. I feel like mention it. Okay. It depends on how friendly is this rap beef. That's because once you cross that line, like talking about somebody's mother, somebody's sister, their wife, talk about they dead homie. That's a line you can't uncross.
I feel like it's levels. One, for dissing me, I'm pissed. Depending on how much I like you, it might be on site, but it could be just words. Mention one of my loved ones, all right, we took it really there. Even if we squash the beef, don't ever fucking get into my face with no shit like, oh,
Yeah.
What's good? I'm just gonna mug you. But once you diss my dead homies, oh, it's really on. Bro, I might have to find out where you had to fire on you. Like, that's to the point of no return. And I'm here for it. What you sign up for is what you sign up for. So, like, when people do it and they get consequences based on that, I hate how fans act like it's wild. So, like, we're going to move into controversial territory. I don't see how people thought it was so wild that Vaughn got shot that night. Like, he literally rolled up on Tim and whooped his ass. And his man shot him. Like, that's the lifestyle that he glorifies in music.
Yeah.
Is that surprising?
It didn't surprise me. He was living that lifestyle.
Yeah.
And like, that's the risk that you take when you have that kind of lifestyle. Not shit you can really do about that.
A lot of people are just like, oh, it's fucked up with picking sides again. It's fucked up that Tim did that. He should have let him run the ones. Bro, and I tell people this all the time. Do you believe Vaughn was telling the truth in everything that he rapped about? Yeah, so I would have shot him too. Like, and this is no disrespect to the dead whatsoever.
Especially if you come to my city.
If he's as dangerous as what he sounds like in the music, and he pulled up and he's whooping my homeboy's ass, bro, I gotta do something because that nigga is dangerous. And it's just like, I feel like most people have said this. If it went the other way, if Tim was shot by Von's people, he would be getting clowned online. Because, well, there's a certain part of the internet that's already decided that they roll with Dirk and Von.
They was smoking on a 10-pack.
Yeah. So that's where, even more circling back to our picking sides, bro, that's bullshit. And it's kind of like, it is so blatant bullshit that it's just,
Yeah.
it makes me upset because it makes it easy to blackball people that way. Like FBG Duck and his crew or whatever. They've been trying to rap. They can't rap because Dirk and his people are holding them down and basically saying, if you work with them, you're enemies of us. I don't give a fuck, nigga. If I get that money, I make an enemy out of anybody. I don't give a damn.
But how much money they really have to offer? Is that worth the money?
You know who you talking to, right?
I'm saying, if you made an enemy of Dirk, right? Dirk is worth a lot more money, potentially, than these other niggas.
I live my life day by day. I might not be here tomorrow. If it's $1 million plus on the table, I'll make enemy out of fucking Barack Obama if I need to. I'll make enemy out of America. I don't give a damn. When we talking about money like that, I just don't give a fuck. If Vladimir Putin hit me right now, it was like, bro, I got $2 million right now for you to fucking be in this video of me. I'll be posted up in that damn thing. I promise you so. Hey, you gotta make an enemy out of me, so. And I feel like you can only do that stuff when other rappers let you. Like if other rappers didn't allow it and was like freely didn't give a damn, what are you gonna do? Beef with every nigga that rap?
Yeah.
Like, is that what Dirk was gonna do if every nigga just decided they not on that type of time?
But then he'll be the one that's blackballed.
Point exactly. So it comes a time where you can only dictate so much before it flips on you. Yeah. So yeah, that's why picking sides is bullshit. And mentioning dead niggas, I am gamed. I am gamed on every level. If that's what you need to do to make people active, I'm here for it. Back to Youngboy. Niggas pissed that Youngboy keep mentioning Von. They had an active beef going on before he died. Hell, I'm letting you know. If I'm beefing with somebody hard and they die, I'm going to crack a smile once I find out that shit. Such and such died. For real. How it happened? Yeah, how it happened. I never understood, like, this is off topic, bro, but I never understood how you could hate somebody with all your heart that's alive, but then supposed to fucking feel bad that they died. Like, how does it, you hated him so much that you didn't care for them while they were alive, but they gone. It's all love now.
You would have potentially killed him.
Like, I don't.
But I think it's the same effect as like when a athlete dies. You know what I'm saying? All their negatives are supposed to go away. Or like when a loved one died, he could have been out there selling dope to his grandmama. You know what I'm saying? But we're going to say that heaven got another angel today.
And I guess that's how people roll. I'm going to be honest with you. I've never supported it at all. I've always been to keep that same energy.
I'm just saying that's the vibe it gives me.
True. I'm about to say nobody can ever do any wrong. And that's... I'm against it. I'm against it. Only because it's just like, if we're beefing, and this is a deadly beef, well, when I look bad, if it was a deadly beef, but then I gave you like props after you were killed, probably by one of my men, it is just like, I don't know. I don't know what internet expects from rappers nowadays. I don't know what they expect for people in the music industry to do. I think...
Because I feel like they want all the show, but none of the side effects. You know what I'm saying?
6ix9ine ass niggas, basically.
Yeah, they want the beef because the beef, you know, it's gossip, it's juicy, it's, you know, it's what it is.
Yeah.
You know, if you're a rap fan, you like beef. It is what it is.
Yep.
Like you want all that, but you don't want your favorite rapper to die. That's part of the game, dude.
Sure,
And
don't.
Maybe it shouldn't be, and we can talk about that in the future. But as of how it exists right now, that is the game.
Yeah. And it's like people don't even understand that when like a hot diss song come out, and I guess the hottest since now, well, I hate Young Boy, but I'm gonna go back to like that Who I Smoke With Them or whatever. Bro, if they got fired on, people would be like, oh, I didn't see that coming, or why was it them? You know, y'all bumped that song Who I Smoke, right? All the fans heard that, so like y'all thought that they were supposed to take that in stride and laugh off that
take
too,
on the
right?
chin,
Yeah.
Just roll with it.
So, and I always mention this to people, and it's funny how much this get back. If somebody killed your brother and did a song about it, dancing or whatever, and it went viral, how would you feel? It's funny how 100% of people, nah, bro, I ain't riding with that shit. So when it's your people, it's fucked up.
Yeah.
But when it's somebody else's people, it's entertaining as hell. And I'm not, shit, I bump that shit too. I'm not above it, but I'm cognizant to know that it's fucked up. To switch over for something more friendly, that is true. I seen where Coi Leray is projected to sell 11,000 in the first week. 11,000 in the first week. Flop. That bitch not even going double wood. I swear to God. That bitch.
That's double dirt.
She lucky that album. She lucky that album could breathe because that shit don't got oxygen. I swear to God. I swear it to you. But this is the state of music right now. Coi Leray really believes that she's a top rapper off that TikTok shit. That TikTok will make niggas feel and find out very quickly. You can have a catchy 30 seconds in a song. I'm not buying no damn 57-minute album.
I mean, just look at Island Boys. There's talk of them being on the XXL cover.
They got signed off 30 seconds. Like, they literally got signed off that stupid shit. Little TJ is projected to sell 39,000? 29,000. And he was a decent up-and-coming rapper, but 29. And that just shows... Do you know what's worse about these numbers? We don't even do album sales anymore. This shit's not even getting streamed for free on your damn phone. Like, at least back then when you had to go to the store and waste money on the album.
Yeah.
I just didn't want to spend money on the album.
Even when you can like download it to your iPod or your whatever, you still had to pay for that album.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
You already pay for Spotify, Apple Music, or whatever. People are just not deciding to go to the artist to stream.
And I mean, I think this is part of the this is the downside of our TikTok, SoundCloud era of hip hop. It's like a lot of these niggas with no talent are popping up, getting real hot real fast, and then quickly finding out they don't got what it takes. You know, arguably Trippie Redd, Lil Xan. I can't think of these nicknames.
Ski Mask, Slump God.
That Ski Mask. I don't know. I feel like Ski Mask has stayed on for a pretty good time. I think he's starting to slide off now, but
What's worse is at least those people had #1 hits, meaning that at least the song, and this is before TikTok, at least the song was at least a catchy enough. I know Coi Leray No More Parties with Dirk on it from TikTok. I don't know one fucking bar in that song because I've only heard the beat on TikTok. Like, and this is that a lot of
That's
people
crazy.
defend that girl, and I'm picking on Coi Leray because, like, I guess I would say big artist because she was on XXL. She's been headlining tours, this or that. So I guess she's huge up and coming. But those are horrible numbers. The 11,000 is horrible for an indie.
yeah,
Like an independent artist. That's horrible for them. She's a major label artist.
like what was the protection? 11,000.
Yeah.
11,000 is what I would expect if we dropped the album.
Like, I swear to you. Like
that's not what the fuck.
And so, like,
People get more views on YouTube in hours.
in 5 minutes. So no bullshit. That NBA YoungBoy diss to Dirk had 39,000 in 10 minutes when I went to it. That's 39,000 views. This shit can't even get but 11,000 streams. And the way streams work I don't want anybody going to comment on what, well, you need to do this or that. I was listening to a podcast with a label producer. Because you get one stream every time you listen to the album once. So multiple streams does not come from, clicking whatever. Only 11,000 people want to listen to Coil Ray. That's just a fact.
So, damn, I actually didn't know that. I thought, so, if I was to skip around your album, right, I only listen to 3 songs, and you have a 15 track list, it takes 5 other people to listen to those 3 songs to get your one stream?
Maybe those are still recorded somewhere, but in terms of like the stream sales or whatever, nah, that's just one. Yeah, that's just one. So a stan couldn't listen to that whole damn album repeatedly nonstop to boost the numbers. You only count as one. But because I do think the metrics are different for it's like when they do like projected sales. Well, they're only going to. I think they only do count it once because, well, no, we're not going to count if one person did it twice or whatever. But then they also have streaming numbers, and I think streaming would dictate, how many times you hit it or whatever.
Yeah. You might have one hit song that's fucking popping off, and the rest of your album's garbage.
Yep. So don't people try to get technical, like, yeah, but you had to listen to a certain amount on the album for it. No, you don't. No, you don't. Once you hit the album once, it's automatically recorded as something. That's also why I try not to give these niggas free numbers off my shit.
You hate a nigga, I'm not gonna give you a chance.
Because since music is going digital, and so I think it's pretty safe to say when it was Ye versus Drake, Donda squashed Certified Lover Boy. That's safe to say pretty much now, right? Most people I know say
I think Certified Lover Boy got more streams.
But I was about to say this. It came out that it had more streams. That did not make the album better.
Oh, yeah.
Drake stans all just listened to the album once and it streamed more. Like that's
No, I do agree Donda was the better album out of the two of them. I wasn't in love with either one of them, but
Donda grew on me. I'm not gonna sit here and flex. It was one of the weakest albums. No, well, Yeezus will always be the weakest album to me, but it was pretty on the weak side. But it grew on me. Certified Lover Boy never grew on me. And it's once again, it's not me not liking Drake, which I do not. But like I'm trying to listen to it. It sounds like he's trying hard to be conscious again. Like, and it's just not working.
I don't know. I listen to both those albums like maybe I think I probably listened to Certified Lover Boy 1.5 times, and I listened to Donda once. So I probably need to go back and re-listen to it, so I can actually get my fair opinion of the album. Certified Lover Boy just wasn't doing it for me.
I listened to it 3 times, all while I was playing Madden. That shows how much I like something. Because like if I'm playing Madden and it escapes in my mind, like she kind of fire it. Go ahead and run that thing on back. There was a couple songs, but it was mostly the chorus. I don't think it was all that hot, but most reviews I've read recently have retrospected and said, yeah, Donda kind of holds up a little bit better and it's better. But like, that's why you can't go off of first week numbers with major artists, because the numbers is just boom, hit the album once and it's already like.
And typically for how I like to listen to music, I like to like, when an album comes out, I might be hyped for it. What I do is I wait a week or 2 weeks, and I disconnect from the hype of the album.
I get that.
I try not to consume any information about the album, so that I'm going in there completely blind. No, and my hype kind of dies a little bit, so that it's just how I actually feel about the music, and I don't have any pretext.
If I have a chance, I try to listen to it the same night it comes out, before I'm able to actually see what people think or whatever. If given the chance, that way I'm in front of the hype and listening to it. But like, I feel the same way. I think some people just allow social media to dictate what they like and don't. Mm-hmm. Because I've seen such and such like, oh, this album fire, how don't you like it? It's a radio hit. It doesn't make it good. That's just what they chose to. It doesn't make it the best song off the album. That's just what they chose to roll with.
And fun fact, what you choose to be your radio single can easily kill your album.
True. What were you gonna say?
6ix9ine did drop a song. If y'all wanted to listen and react to it.
I ain't doing that shit. And 6ix9ine is another person who he wasn't a victim of TikTok. The nigga made music. And like he made music, and it was catchy to people, and it was legitimate to people. But
I actually don't hate 6ix9ine's flow. If 6ix9ine wasn't who he is, and he was just a rapper, I would probably listen to him, if that makes sense. But maybe I wouldn't listen to him because he's not who he is.
It sounded so hard to me, and it's weird. This I can dictate quickly when people are who they say they are. His raps were so hard, and it had so much of a hit to it. I knew he was playing a role. like it felt like he was playing Scarface. Well, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Like there's certain stuff that
A New York Scarface?
yeah.
Yeah.
It's certain stuff that certain niggas do. Like, I have not been to every hood in America, but from what I've seen from niggas that I have met, there's certain stuff that's still the same. And it's rare that you find that hood nigga that's all up in your face. Like, a real hood nigga that's,
Yeah.
like, all up in your face and do this, and
Typically
that.
the loud nigga is the one that's not from
It's
the
the
hood.
softest nigga. So that's how I kind of knew, but like, so this me on the radio. When I saw the nigga, I knew that nigga won't hood.
Oh, for sure.
Like,
I had no thoughts that he would actually was a real hood nigga. I had
and I said this before, and I'll say it now. How did you know he wasn't hood? Because that nigga was wearing rainbow. So wearing rainbow means you're not hood? Yes. I don't dictate the rules of straight men, even though I could. I don't dictate the rules of gay. I don't dictate none of that. But hood niggas don't wear rainbows. That's a given. You can stamp that. And
if he had a rainbow shirt on, I would have let it slide.
rainbow bandana, I probably would have let it slide.
Would have let it slide. It was his fucking hair. That shit's permanent as fuck. Like, of course he could always dye it, but like, and it wasn't like it was for a bit or whatever.
Yeah.
It was his character. Like it was his thing.
His tattoos also dictated to me too. He's tatted up almost, I think from toe to head. Bro, they're all say 6ix9ine. They're all 69 tattoos. Like, I think he got like 50 different ones on him. What the hell type of shit is that? It looked like one day you decided that, oh yeah, I need to be tatted up. You got any ideas for all that? Just do 6ix9ine and they'll never notice. Like, who the hell does that?
That was definitely a choice. An interesting choice of
Bro, that nigga was like 2K career but that nigga had low VC on the fucking tattoos, and so he went cheap. I swear to you. So it's like, he's weird because he's not a TikTok victim like Coi Leray, but he's just a victim of fake, if that makes sense. I don't know if you actually noticed, but I feel like rap is starting to return to more real. Like,
yeah, I think a lot of that the SoundCloud era we're kind of leaving it.
Yeah.
The mumble rap era we're kind of leaving it.
You can't just rap about stuff and get away with it like Lil Tecca. Lil Tecca came out in an interview and was like, he's not hard. He don't own guns. Whoop you whoop this. And his career kind of went downhill. Because, like, bro, you just admitted to just...
being fake.
Yeah. Slim Jesus came out and argued against him and said, he's just like me, but y'all ruined my career, but y'all like him. Yeah, that's the truth. He didn't say it without saying it. Y'all only did me like that because I'm white. That's the truth. Like...
I mean, I didn't like that nigga anyway, but...
Bro, Slim Jesus was my guy.
But I thought you like real niggas then.
I was about to say, I know that he wasn't real. Like, I knew he was playing a role too, but like, that they look hard in the trailer park.
Man, I hated that nigga, bro.
Who shit? But being fake in the rap game is not new. But I think, like, most of all the top rap, the only fake nigga really still at the top of the charts is Drake. Like, if we're being realistic.
And I feel like he's so established now.
It's never like...
Yeah, you're never gonna get rid of him.
He's somehow so established that he's in greatest rapper of all time discussion. I'm not having it, but somehow niggas is debating that on Twitter. Huh.
Now, I would say I'll put him in influential. I'll say one of the most influential rappers. he definitely ran a generation for a while.
You think influential? So like no BS, influential. And this is no. I'm not saying that he did not have a hold in the game or whatever. Nicki Minaj had the same hold with women. Who the hell did she influence? Who that? Like what? Where is the influence at?
Nicki and Drake are not in the same realm for me.
They're not, but like I don't disagree that Drake has been hot since like fucking 09, 2010. And it seems like he's gotten better since like
since that first album.
Yeah, like if he was hot in 09, he's just steadily been going up.
Yeah.
But
I think he's kind of leveled out now. He's not getting any bigger than he was before. He's kind of he's about to hit his decline, to be honest, but
influential, I just don't. You need to influence somebody to be influential.
I think he's the main reason why we have this mumble rap era.
Do you know who I actually stake to that? Lil Wayne.
I give Lil Wayne the drug use.
Okay, I was about to say because like these niggas have dreads, dyed their hair, it's tight clothes, skateboarding ass niggas. Like who is that? Who was head honcho to make that cool for niggas?
Okay, fair enough. But I guess what I'm gonna say is, without Drake, we wouldn't have the influx of white people in our community.
Okay, yeah, you
know what I'm saying. So like, he is I feel like Drake's kind of the reason why we have the white culture in our culture now, in the hip hop culture. It's like, because it's, I mean, of course there was always white fans of hip hop. Music is music, but because that nigga is so pop, and he was doing features with everybody. He was doing this and this and that, and not that other rappers weren't doing features with Nelly did a song with
Tim McGraw. Get it right. I think he did a whole album with him.
It was a whole album with Tim McGraw? Maybe
it was just a feature, but I know he did it. I know he did more than one song.
He for sure did a song with Floyd Georgia Line.
Yep.
So
won't nobody fucking with Nelly back then. And this is off topic. Keep your point though. Nelly made fucking Air Force Ones cool. I call them dope mans. Everybody keep calling these damn all white G Fazos. They're dope men. They're dope mans.
And I called them. When I grew up, we called them cocaine whites. Yeah.
No damn G Herbo made them cool. Like what? What? You were wearing dope mans before Herb was rapping. Like.
Something should have told me before. One day these are gonna be all white G Fazos.
Like that's what gets me. He's like he says that you own dope man before Herb even started rapping. Like I don't. But that's a whole separate argument. But
so like of course there was always white fans of our music, but Drake made it so approachable for them and comfortable for them that like that Take Care album, Drake's best album. But that was the groundworks.
I argue that his albums have gotten worse every album since then.
Oh yeah.
And I'm not saying by a lot, but to me Take Care was his best.
Yeah, Take Care is his best. That is quintessential Drake.
Yeah. And so hell, this is a point that we can actually debate verbatim. But I actually don't agree with anything that you said about Drake, actually. This is not me being a hater. I think Eminem opened the door to white fans. Like, that's when white people really thought that they were in.
And so I will say yes.
That's when they really felt like their place, like, you know what, we could do this shit.
I'm just saying, I feel like Drake made it, even when M was in it, it was still kind of a subculture, right?
Yeah.
And like, of course, it opened the door for other white rappers to come in, and also there's people that's be part of the community for sure. But I feel like Drake made it comfortable. Like Drake is the type of nigga that let his white friends say nigga.
That's true. That's 100% true. But I think Drake took the baton and ran with it. I don't think he started it. Who I think really started.
You don't have to start something for you to be the most influential in that lane.
Okay, so who I'm about to say. So
Okay,
what?
but go ahead.
Truthfully, so to all the points of what you dictated me, white people feel it was cool, to do whatever. They really felt a part of it. That they really felt like it was them in it. Bro, I honest to God, and this is no cap, I think it's Wayne. And that's why I hold away. That's why I deduct points off his greatest of all time standings. Because it was one, I feel like way more white people like the Carter 3 than I do. But wait. Wait, I'm gonna scratch that. But what really did it was when he transformed into that fucking skateboard nigga. And it was when that damn Rock album came out. Because I swear when Wayne made it okay for rappers to skate, that's when you saw more skateboarders listen to rap. And like, it really crossed over. Now, that's what I'm saying. Drake took the baton and ran with it because it opened up the door for more white people, like the non-skateboarding crowd.
Yeah, the pop crowd.
The chill. But like, honest to God, I think Wayne is the reason. And it's even more evident because he took Drake, who he had no hard background. Pretty much he had to make this Persona 4. And he made it work with him. Because like, by all indication, Drake wouldn't be able to get by with who he was under anybody else. Wayne took him and made him into this nigga
Okay.
from Degrassi. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna leave my hill on the Drake thing, but I have another proposal for you. Maybe the person I should have said was Ye. Maybe I should have said Kanye, because he started the whole backpack rap movement, right?
Hey, I told you, Kanye's the reason for most rap right now, for good and bad, and there's a lot of bad. I think he's the reason for SoundCloud rap.
Let me see.
Because since we're talking about it, great music topic. The reason why Kanye's my GOAT and why I feel like he's influenced everybody was that rap back then was primarily gangster rap. You had your Outkast, but when people bring up Outkast always could rap. But I'm not gonna let people make it seem like Outkast was loved in their time as they are now.
Oh no,
They were not. Like, Outkast was not dominating rap. 50 Cent, Jay-Z, and gangster rappers was dominating
the rap. Yeah.
Kanye made it cool to not, like, his thing was literally like, I'm not from the hood, I don't sag my pants, I wear Louis Vuitton. It was like, he was the alternative guy. And he made it cool to do that. Like, he was a quintessential backpack rapper. And the reason that I say he made SoundCloud the wave was because by every indication, Kanye West should not have been a rapper. So many people tried to hold him down just to produce. Like, bro, you make beats well. You don't need to rap. Jay-Z did not like him at first. And like, he had to circumvent everything. Like, he had to circumvent the whole system just to make it. Isn't it technically what SoundCloud did for rap? Circumventing the whole need of a big homie,
Having a label.
Listen,
And I'm not, when I say SoundCloud rappers, I know we tend to shit on SoundCloud rappers.
Yeah.
And
bro, I supported as time went on. Like,
low key, we're SoundCloud rappers because that's our hosting site.
SoundCloud podcasters.
But and I love that that's a thing. I love that that's a thing, but shit, what was I saying? Fuck.
SoundCloud rap opening doors.
Yeah, it opens doors for someone who, might be super talented but can't get that first look. Mm-hmm. And it could be your thing to start your independent career. It could be your thing to start your actually get signed by a label. It could be, I'm saying, it could help you build a fan base before you can, what I'm saying, because you can't push mixtapes on the corner no more.
Nope.
That's not a thing. No one's gonna take your CD.
Nope.
That reminds me back to college. So take this.
I swear to God, you were talking about the same dude, white dude who's trying to get home, get to Atlanta to see his daughter.
No, it was for me. It was a black guy. He gave me his mixtape. It was wrapped up in line paper. Like,
Nope.
put paper. I was like, I took it because I just. It was after a football game. I was like, I'm too tired to argue with this nigga. I'm just gonna take this fucking CD. I'll check it out.
But do you know where I came to that real conclusion? So I watched Ye, Yeezus, the Netflix documentary, and it was just like, just watching it, hearing it, and it's just like, there's so many reasons why he shouldn't have rapped, and it's just like he opened the door. He opened the door for anybody with a microphone or whatever to just blow up. Kanye made it cool to be uncool. It's hard to see now with all the antics, even though I'll argue the antics are still based in being different. But
I think the antics are based in being crazy. But
that too. But like anything that's not gangster rap, I will argue finds its way back to Kanye. Anything. I'm talking Little Uzi Vert. I'm talking Ski Master Slump God, Little Xan. Anything that's not that stuff will somehow find its way back up. Now, it could have been a convoluted path. Boop, 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 boop. But like the overarching theme, it's more Kanye than, say, Tupac, than Biggie Smalls.
yeah, I feel like in a weird way, all conscious rap is kind of coming out of that Tupac era. But also, there's a whole bunch of people that pays homage to before Tupac.
Yeah, so that's what my mom said. It was like, if you think Kanye's really conscious, not saying think, but she's like, that falls under Tupac, right? I guess in a weird distorted way. Yeah. Tupac makes it hard because he also was a gangster rapper. So it kind of makes it.
That's what kind of makes Tupac so compelling as an artist.
Yeah,
it's because he was a conflicted soul. You know what I'm saying? He was both. We should stop shooting each other, but I will kill you, motherfucker.
Yeah. So that's what I was like, when I hear it's like Kanye Tupac isn't the same, but when you take the Tupac from Keep Your Head Up, it is Kanye West in his early days. So it's just like
that could have easily been a Kanye song.
Yeah. So yeah. That's who I think influenced stuff. But I don't know how we got on this topic, but I want my point to be solid that, yep, that's why I hold Wayne accountable for all this bullshit. That's why I actually don't like Wayne a lot. Wayne is good for some hot bars, but what's a couple hot bars for fucking up the industry the way you have? So,
well, I blame his drug use of getting shot twice.
Who do you think is running rap right now?
Who do I think?
This will be our topic to get out.
This is hard. Who's running rap?
And I would ask for you to dictate what you consider running. I won't tell you what I'm thinking, just when you pick it.
I got a couple different niggas who I think are running rap right now. If we're talking about this new generation of rappers, I hate to say it, but it's NBA Youngboy. He's running it.
His numbers is actually like, it's actually crazy, and this is like him being blackballed. Like that, it's kind of stupid if you think of it in that sense. So if he wasn't being blackballed, would the numbers have been double?
Crazy. New generation is definitely Youngboy. I saw a farmer make a TikTok about NBA Youngboy.
Wait, and the aggressive ones. What was it when he jumped on that hill?
And the dog did it too.
Bro, that dog router died. That dog didn't know what the fuck was going on. Thought it was demons on that hill.
Yeah.
Probably say like Dirt, Lil Baby Herb.
Yeah, I mean,
they're not running rap, but they're great rappers.
They're top of their class, I think, but I'm not sure they're running it. Who I think who's running the whole game? I hate to say this. I think it's still Drake. I think Drake's still on top.
It comes and goes for me because Drake is in his own lane. So it's no real overlap. So like when you get a Little Baby, a Youngboy, and a Dirk drop, there's direct overlap. And so you'll see that there's a direct like
competition
through listening. So that's why it's like,
But the only reason I say Drake is running the game because Drake kind of appeals to a wider market than, like, if say hypothetically, if you like J. Cole or Kendrick Lamar, you're more likely to listen to a Drake song than you are to listen to an NBA YoungBoy song.
yeah.
But also, if you like NBA YoungBoy, you might listen to a Drake song.
True. So my parameter of run, and I didn't think about this long and hard. To me, running the rap game has a few different parameters. One, you've had to drop recently, so by all indication, that's why Kendrick and J. Cole is taking out of that running because we know
J. Cole just dropped the album like last year.
True. And when they do drop, they do have the whole game on lock. But that's like a chicken and an egg situation. Do they have the game on lock because they dropped the album after a while, or is it because they don't drop albums, but so often?
I mean, out of the two of them, J. Cole has been way more active.
Way more.
But he's also been dropping like Dreamville albums and stuff like that. Like he's about to drop a Dreamville album right now.
True. For all intents and purposes, I think damn Kendrick is retired. Like he's giving me no reason to assume that he's not retired.
Apparently, his album's dropping this year.
Nigga said that last year.
I think it's midsummer. Like it's been confirmed now. Like he came out and confirmed it's coming out this midsummer.
So that I think that will have the rap game on chokehold, but I would like to give the title of running rap to the rappers who are consistently rapping, if that makes sense. Like I can't give it to like if Jay-Z dropped an album out of nowhere and that shit was straight fire. I can't give it to a guy that drops albums once every 5 years is running the rap game. So, this now comes into my other de facto group. So already in my head, I think it's between Dirk, Lil Baby, Drake, and YoungBoy. Those are the four people in my head that I think have a great argument to.
I think the most talented is Lil Baby.
I actually don't like Lil Baby that much.
You don't like Lil Baby?
I
think
like
he has
him,
bars.
but I think he's super overrated. I really like Lil Baby.
I think YoungBoy's overrated as fuck.
And overrated, and when we say overrated, and this is what I hate when people don't get about overrated. We're not saying that they suck. Overrated means that we think that they get far more credit than others who do stuff the same but better. I think Lil Baby can rap, and I think he has bars, but I think there's other rappers with bars that rap better than him. Like, when did he become like Lil Durk is the voice, which I don't know when the fuck he became a voice of some streets. That nigga ain't the voice of my hood, goddamn. He's the voice of Chicago.
Yeah.
But Lil Baby became the hero. When did this happen? When did this moniker get bestowed upon you?
Well, you know, the streets have spoken apparently.
But I think those four are in the running. But this is my key point. Like, to get to these four, those was if they all dropped the same day. Who do I believe in my heart of hearts would sell the most? I think YoungBoy. In my heart of hearts, if the streams came back, I think YoungBoys would be higher than the other three.
I think Drake's gonna win that.
I actually want to see it. I actually, honest to God, would want to see it.
I think it's tight. I think it's a tight race.
Yeah.
But I think Drake's gonna win that.
And the only reason I would sway more to Drake is because the other two I mentioned, Baby and Dirk, takes some away from YoungBoy.
Yeah.
That's Drake being in his own lane.
Yeah.
Like there's no
that's why I said he's so influential. This is why this goes back to the crux of my argument is that the man doesn't have a lane because he's in every lane, and most times that will fucking sink your shit.
True.
But he figured out how to make that work.
And
on every album he has a different accent, and I don't know what that's about.
And I don't know how the hell he made it work because, like, Kendrick has a couple of flows, right? I know this is coming out of nowhere, but Kendrick has 3 flows that we really know. It's like, those are Kendrick flows.
Yeah.
When somebody mentions Drake, Drake has like fucking 20 flows. Those aren't Drake flows. Those are what's hot. Like,
my boy dropped a UK drill song.
like when the Jamaican beats was hot, that nigga was Jamaican for a hot year. Like, and the accent was Trinidadian, if I'm being honest with you. Like,
to be fair, there is a very strong population of Caribbean people in Toronto. So
I know that nigga ain't got nothing in his blood.
nah, that man's just black and Jewish. But
But what makes me so, this is the little bit of hope, not hope, but the little bit of light where I think Young Boy sells more than Drake. So Drake can be more influential than the four names I said out of Baby, Dirk, Young Boy, and himself. Young Boy's the most polarizing, and by polarizing I mean people that hate him listen to his stuff. Like people that hate him go out their way to listen to him to say that they hate it, and it's uncanny. Like it's, I have friends that I know on Facebook hate Young Boy, but will post 20 minutes after he dropped a song that it sucked. But you listen to it. You listen to it.
He got the string,
That's
motherfucker.
like I don't think I've ever seen a rapper like that. I don't think I've ever seen a rapper so polarizing that the people who hate him most wants to listen to him. Cause like it's a huge debate going on for how good Young Boy is. And that's what made me start listening to him. Because at first I wasn't really tuned in, didn't really care. No, I don't listen to the radio, so I'm not forced to listen to stuff that I don't want to listen to. But like, there's such a huge backlash, and it's like either you love them or you hate them. But both sides listen to him.
Yeah,
and it's just
and that's But I feel like same thing for same thing kind of apply for Dirk in that beef, just because his NBA fans are gonna want to listen to Dirk shit to say it's trash.
That's true too, but Dirk's other beef sometimes, like the FBG side, honest to God, don't listen to Dirk. Like the people who stand with them don't listen. Like there is a clear sides in it, and even though Young Beef people still have sides, they listen to it, and it's just
That's fair.
like I am not a Young Boy stan by anything. I respect what he does, and I still keep in the context he's younger than me, and I think of myself as a young boy. So I understand why he does stupid stuff. It is like the most polarized. I've never seen somebody so universally loved or hated. Even Lil Wayne at his prime, I think had more love than hate. So that's why he sold.
For sure.
That's why he sold more, because it was still more love than hate. Mm-hmm. I've never, I think it's smack 50-50. But I think the world knows either you hate or love Young Boy. Like,
choose a side.
Yeah. My mom likes Young Boy.
Really?
Yes. Because her job is fucking with them badass kids.
Oh.
So she was like, they played a couple songs, and well, my rules is they can't have profanity, so we got to listen to the clean version. When they hop out the car, I'll be damned. I'm singing a song. I gotta play the real version on the way back to the crib. So it's funny. Like it's really that polarizing, and and I don't know how it happened, because his momentum has stalled because he kept fucking going back to jail. So I don't even know what happened to make him.
Now the boy need to learn how to pull out. That's
he got like seven kids with 7 baby mamas.
Yeah. I know his child support is fucking crazy.
Oh yeah, bro.
I think he got like 9 kids.
If he don't,
because one of them got pregnant twice. One of his baby mamas got pregnant twice.
If he don't die in the rat beef, that nigga's sure gonna be broke as hell later life. Like it's a guarantee he's gonna be broke as hell. As much money as he's raking in, still is not enough for child support on 9 kids. Like that's just not
insane.
So that's my caliber. I believe Dirk is running it. Now, something could happen. Them niggas could drop a day or two after each other, and I'd be proven wrong that Drake is running it. Hell, for all we know, shit, Dirk or Baby could fucking do it and edge it out. But I don't see.
So. I don't see it happening.
I don't either. But
now, they be a close 3rd and 4th. But
rap is mysterious in a way.
You never know, because they could drop some fucking heat and then it just catch fire.
I'm gonna be real with you. I've been listening to Dirk since I was in high school. I never thought he would obtain the level that he's at now.
No, but I think what it helped him, because like I feel like Chicago has this mystique to it now, and it came out the Chief Keef era, came out the the Chicago drill rap, but like Chicago has this I don't know, it has this vibe to it now. It's like
it's mythical.
And I feel like it'd be way easier to come out of Chicago and be a rapper than it ever was ever.
That's why all them niggas from literally O Block start rapping and get on, because it's easy to do it now. Like all you need to do is say I rap that O, and bro, you already guaranteed 2-3 million listeners the first time. Like that's all. So
And if you drop something halfway decent, you kind of in there.
and it's like for the fact that he's such a polarizing figure to where he has people in the rap game siding with him over young boys. I just never thought he would reach this peak. So for all I know, he could probably make another leap to another level.
So shit, that means Drake ain't fucking with Young Boy now.
He surpassed Drake.
Oh really? You passed Drake on the damn. My arguments.
I know on a couple ones but this wasn't at the same time.
It was separately.
Yeah, they were.
When Donda dropped, I think a week later, Certified, or like later in the week, Certified Lover Boy dropped. I think Young Boy dropped later that week.
Oh, so it was kind of tight there.
And it makes sense that wouldn't have came up because the focus was on Donda and Certified Lover Boy. So
It might have been From the Bayou that surpassed him, or it might have been sincerely one of them. It might have been sincerely.
So from our young moderator, because I know I've seen a couple of times where Young Boy's albums have surpassed Drake, but they have been later albums. Like, so of course the newer one should kind of surpass, but it's still a huge whatever.
That's a
Yeah. So we'll never know. I'm lying. I would be lying to you if I said I thought Drake would get this level. I thought Drake would always be under Wayne in terms of status, raps, whatever.
Well, I think what happened is Wayne fell off because of his drug use, and all.
I think Cash Money started blackballing him too.
Yeah, that didn't help.
Yeah.
because the Carter 5 got hung up for forever.
Yep.
And at least 3 years the Carter 5 was sitting in production hell.
Shit, I didn't know that. I never thought that bitch was going to come out.
Yeah, I thought we weren't gonna get it. That definitely stagnated him.
Yeah.
Completely. And I think how his contract was, that was his last album for him to get off the contract.
And that's why they weren't releasing
And
it.
that's why they wouldn't release it. Yeah, and then he ended up buying his masters and all that fun stuff. And then he sold Drake's masters, but that's not important.
And so that is what had happened. But just in the early Young Money days, like We Are Young Money, that album, whatever, would have never thought that Drake would be this guy. Like Drake is pretty much the gatekeeper to rap right now. Basically, like, to be the top rapper, you need to go past the gatekeeper. And it's like, I did not think that was going to be him. Did not who the fuck. I'm not fucking 13 anymore. I don't know who I thought. But I didn't think it was going to be him.
Yeah. I don't know. I think for a second there, I definitely thought, once Take Care came out, that's kind of when Wayne started falling off. Around that time. And that's when the baton kind of got passed between the two of them.
For facts.
So, at that point, I thought, yeah, Drake's the future. Wayne's kind of obsolete, but he's still good. Because, I mean, he did the dedication.
He did a whole run of them. Like, I know in high school he dropped 3 and 4.
Yeah, 3 and 4.
In high school.
3 and 4, those mixtapes dropped. And, they were good. They were fire. But we weren't going to get Carter 5.
Yeah, yeah. So, my point is, rappers can always elevate. All because of where Baby Dirk and Young Boy is right now, which is kind of lower tier than Drake, doesn't mean in a year or two that they won't surpass or reach that tier.
Yeah.
So, that's why I love rap. It's all, when they take their craft seriously, you see the improvements, you see the escalation of talent. Even though I like dead niggas getting mentioned, I actually don't like to see rappers get killed because
It's counterintuitive.
that is kind of, bro, shit. If all the rappers get killed, I'm gonna start listening to some of y'all niggas mixtapes.
Toxic.
So I guess if I had my place, they would stop doing it. Go the Snoop Dogg route. Snoop Dogg reflects that it was the stupidest shit to beef like they did back then, but to the spoils go the victor. He lived long enough to know that it was stupid.
Yeah.
That's just the God's honest truth. I just hope that there's more Snoop Dogg stories than Tupac and Biggie stories.
Yeah. I mean, how it's looking, it's not looking like that.
It's not looking good whatsoever. This episode turned out to be more eventful than I thought in my head. We need to do more music topics, but
Pretty banger.
them niggas in music don't be doing much of shit. Them niggas rap, diss each other, kill each other, and I can't talk an hour about that shit all the time.
It's the same episode over again.
But special shout out to Elijah. That's our producer going forward. I've given that nigga 4 different titles in this episode.
Good luck.
Glad to be here.
We out.
Yeah, we out.
Wakanda forever.